It's Patrick Wilson. Today we are going over the best fat loss meals from Chipotle. And I'm also going to go through about 6 different tips that you can use to help you with your Chipotle order to help you on your fat loss journey. Without further ado, let's get it popping. Actually, real quick, go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment below if you're here for the giveaway, comment one word that describes Chipotle to you in the comments, and you are entered to be a part of the giveaway for the Chipotle gift card and the free workout program by your boy. All right, let's for real get it popping now. Whew, alrighty, what is going on? I got my Chipotle ready to go, ready to talk about Chipotle fat loss tips, meals that you can get from Chipotle that will help you on your fat loss journey. I'm so excited you're here. Excited because one, I love Chipotle. I also love helping people lose fat. This is what I've done for a while. I always eat Chipotle and always have with any of my fitness goals. I'm not even sponsored by Chipotle, but I just know that it's a really quick, effective meal for a lot of people, and I think this video will help out a lot. So first thing we're gonna do first is go over 6 different tips that you should keep in mind to keep calories a little bit lower, keep protein higher, be more full with a tasty meal from Chipotle, because all of those are important to lose fat. If you wanna lose fat, you wanna make sure you're one, in a calorie deficit, which I have a video going over what that is and how to become in one and how to get started, all that action. You also wanna make sure you're getting enough protein because that's necessary to help you lose fat as well, to build and retain muscle and be more full with the calories you're having. And then also want to be strength training, which I have a lot of other videos with that, workout videos that you can look at as well. But today, talking about Chipotle. So let's get it popping. The 6 tips that you should keep in mind when you are ordering from Chipotle. Let's go. All right, tip number 1, and I know this is gonna break someone's heart when I say this, but you're gonna wanna pick between one of these 3 choices when you're ordering. You're gonna wanna pick between either cheese, sour cream, or guacamole. So the reason behind this is that all 3 of these are gonna be a little bit higher in fat, which means it's gonna be higher in calories. And not that fat is bad and you should completely avoid it, but it's just more calorie dense. So therefore, you want to pick items, at least you just want to limit the amount of items that you're having that are higher in fat. So when you're trying to lose fat, you got to give and take some things. And one of these is you got to make a relatively difficult decision between if you want to get cheese, guac, or sour cream. For me, I always go cheese because I like being cheesy. Anyway, but yeah, so pick between one of those 3 things. You could also do like a nice half portion of 2 of those things so that you still get a nice little blend in there, but not a full portion of 2 to 3 of them. That's one thing. Number 2, double down on the protein. So if you got a couple extra dollars to spare and you want to be more full from the meal and get in more protein through the day, if this is your main meal in the day where you're getting in most of your protein, then double down on the chicken, double down on the steak, double down on the sofritas, double down on the sofritas, double down on the protein sources. This is going to help get in more protein, about 15 to 20 more grams of protein, and it's only going to be an additional about 100 extra calories. So it's a nice trade-off to be more full, getting more protein for the day. That's another thing. Again, if you got couple extra dollars to spare, that's a play. Number 3, add all the veggies you can. At Chipotle, the only thing that they cost extra is the chicken and the guac. So if you can get everything else without being charged extra, utilize that. So get some extra lettuce up in there, get double fajitas, get extra tomato salsa, get a little bit of extra green salsa, make it a more voluminous filling bowl so that for the calories you're having for that meal, it's gonna be more filling. Like for me, what I was doing when I get to the bowls that you can add lettuce to the bottom of the bowl and make it like a salad per se. And yeah, that's how you do it. Don't add the vinaigrette though, because that is very high calorie. I should have put that in the number 1 thing. Vinaigrette is like crazy high calorie. So yeah, don't add that. But lettuce on the bottom, that's the play. Number 4, I love burritos with all of my heart, but you're gonna wanna get a bowl most of the time. Each tortilla from Chipotle is 320 calories, and you can get a tortilla burrito, but I would recommend just go ahead and getting a bowl most of the time and save the 320 calories. for other foods. It's gonna be best for your fat loss goals. It's an adjustment to make. You got this. Number 5, it does not matter whether you get brown rice or white rice, get what you enjoy. I know everyone's always like, oh my God, you have to get brown rice. It's so much more healthier. And I'm like, bruh, calorie-wise is the same. They both have nutrients. And if you're relying on brown rice to get in just an absorbent, crazy amount of more nutrients, then you're doing a bad job getting in other nutrient-dense foods from the other foods in the day. Like, that's telling me if you're relying on just this choice right here between brown and white rice, where it's a minimal amount difference of nutrients for this small amount that you're gonna put on here, you're tripping. You are tripping. It perturbs me, as you can tell, but it's not that serious, is what the that sounds funny with me getting mad, but it's not that serious. So pick which one you want, white, brown, más o menos. Number 6, the last tip with Chipotle before I get into the 6 different meal options that you can roll with and get. They have a nutrition calculator. So if you're just not sure how many calories it has, how much protein it has, you want to try to test out your own meal and get a little something extra up in there, then go to the nutrition calculator. Go just Google, use the Google thing, and search Chipotle nutrition calculator. Boom, pop right up, enter in what you want to get a little half scoop with a little something, get a little extra, a little something, pop that at the end. Calories, protein, it'll even dish out the carbs and fats and all that stuff. And granted, it's not the perfect things. It's not like the calculator is watching the Chipotle person, the Chipotle employee, like scooping the stuff in there and it's like, oh, that's exactly this measurement. But it's a relatively good measurement, and that's what you should use, okay? All right, on to the actual meals. That's what you're here for. The meal ideas from Chipotle. Let's get it. All right, you're gonna live looking at my room right now. As you can see, just my bed and my house shoes, my slippers. All right, let's get it popping for real. The 6 different meals we got for Chipotle to help you lose fat. I'm just gonna go through each meal. I'm gonna say meal 1, the ingredients, the calorie amount, the protein amount, and let's go. Let's get it rocking. All right, meal option number 1, we got a bowl. That's gonna be a common theme now. I'm gonna have a burrito option, but most of these are gonna be a bowl. So meal number 1, we got a bowl with white rice, pinto beans, barbacoa, fajitas, which is the peppers and onions, the mild salsa, which is the tomatoes, the medium salsa, the green salsa verde, and then we got a little lettuce on top. Now that's gonna be a solid, tasty meal for 575 calories and 37 grams of protein. Okay. All right, meal number 2. We got a bowl. Yep, you know the deal. We got some brown rice, changing up the rice a little bit for the people that like the brown rice. We got some carne asada, which is back in action at Chipotle. Shout out to them for bringing it back. That's a little tasty, a little more on the pricier side. It's like $2 more than the chicken action, but it's tasty. It's very tender and good. And then we got some fajitas on there. And then we got some corn on there. Getting a little corn in the mix. Then we got some hot salsa, a little wop in there. It's spicy too though, but it's good. And then we got some lettuce up in there too. And that's 555 calories and again, 37 grams of protein, which is solid. Those are good. That's a solid amount. You want to get in like at least 25 to 30 grams of protein in for a meal. Again, if you add double meat with any of these or double protein sources, it's going to get to like 40, 45 grams, 50 grams, depending on what it is and what else you add up in there. So yeah, that's a nice little quick tip, integrating the tips into this. All right, meal number 3, the third option. We got a bowl with a half scoop of white rice, and this is another thing you can do. You can get a half order of any of these things, which is fantastic. That should have been a tip. Come on, Pat, I'm tripping. So another tip, get a half portion of these different items if you just want a little something up in there, but you don't want the whole thing. So you're gonna get a bowl with a half scoop of white rice, a little bit of chicken, not a little bit, just ask for the full scoop of chicken, of course. You don't wanna dive down in your portion sizes. Get a full scoop of chicken. You're gonna get half pinto beans. Oh man, my phone almost died on me. We don't want that. We want a half scoop of pinto beans, half scoop of black beans. We got mild salsa on that joint, and then we got some medium, and we're gonna top it off with a little la fresca. Is that? I think fresca. I think fresca is cheese in Spanish. Pretty confident. Either way, you want to get a little cheese on top. And you get the full amount of cheese. If you want to cut back on calories a tiny little bit, then get just say you want a little bit of cheese. We'll put a little bit of cheese on there. Pop, pop. And since this has beans, cheese, and chicken, those are all nice little sources of protein. Chicken is the main source of protein. This is going to be 565 calories and 48 grams of protein. This is going to be our highest protein one. That's normally my order, what I always get. Like, that's the go-to for you, boy. That's my tastiest one. Normally I add some lettuce on the bottom to make it a little bit more filling, but boy, that's tasty. All right, fourth option, here we go. This is gonna be for my vegans and vegetarians out there. You know, gotta give you some love, gotta give the shout out. All right, so we got a bowl, of course, with a half scoop of brown rice. We have sofritas. Yep, those are pretty tasty too. I had those before, they're good. We got both beans, because if you're vegan, vegetarian, beans are a nice extra source of protein, and you need to get in plenty of protein. So we got both beans, pinto and black beans. We got fajitas up on there. We got some mild, aka tomatoes, and we got some lettuce on there. And all of that is gonna be 565 calories and 27 grams of protein. That's pretty solid now, that's pretty solid. All right, number five. I cannot wait to eat this after I'm done recording this video. Whew, it's getting me through it. Shout out to Ohio. All right, number five. We have a bowl with white rice, with steak. Okay, we're getting a little steak in here. I'm trying to intertwine all the protein sources you can get at Chipotle up in this video. So we got some steak up in there. We got some mild salsa. As you can see, I'm all about utilizing the salsas and the veggies with the bowl to get the most bang for your buck and also get the most volume for your calories, the most bang for your calories. All right, so we got that. We got the mild sauce. We got a little corn up in there, and then a little lettuce. Now, this one is pretty basic, just straight standard, typical. Maybe someone doesn't like a whole lot of stuff. Maybe they're a little dairy intolerant, don't want to be adding cheese and some sour cream up in there, anything like that. Yeah, that's the play. That's what you're gonna do. So the next one, and this is the last one, and I'm saving it for last because I love burritos. And so this one's gonna be a burrito. So first we got the burrito, the tortilla, and again, it's gonna be a little bit higher calories, so you gotta watch the other ingredients you're putting into it so it doesn't just go way crazy overboard on there. So we got the burrito, we got a half scoop of white rice, we got fajitas, we got chicken, we have tomatoes, mild, we have salsa verde, the green salsa, we have lettuce on top, and with that, we have a burrito, 650 calories and 42 grams of protein. All right, those are the 6 options. It's time for me to eat now. I sincerely appreciate you. Please like the video, subscribe to my channel. You liking it tells the YouTube algorithm that other Chipotle lovers will get a kick out of this and have some fat loss, fun, tasty meals. Last thing with those orderings, anytime I mention cheese, as it goes back to that first tip with cheese, sour cream, guac, you can replace the cheese with sour cream or guac and it's gonna be the same amount of calories. But again, just picking one of those 3 options, but I just like cheese, so sorry for the bias, homies. But yeah, again, sincerely appreciate you, love you. Thanks for entering the giveaway. Thanks for being a real one. Thanks for loving Chipotle. Me and you bond over that. And until next time, this is Patrick. Love you. Peace out.